Hey, we're live.
Hey,
Hey,
there it is. It worked.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hello.
Hello, we got John, Derek, James, and myself, and together we are the East Coast Tape Sluts. But, well, that's the name of our group chat.
Giving away our secrets.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But tonight, I'm a West Coast Tape Slut. I'm in
You are.
California. I know. I'm 3 hours behind you guys.
We're in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how are you guys doing? Everybody well? Everybody happy and healthy?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
No, but like I'm happy I'm here.
Yeah.
James, how was your tell us about the Friday the 13th thing that you just did.
I guess that's kind of perfect. So
Yeah.
happy almost Friday 13th, right? We so I went to Camp Nobi Bosco, which is the camp that they filmed the original Friday 13th movie at. And the camp itself puts on like a tour. So you like walk the whole camp, you go from cabin to cabin to cabin, and they tell you like where everything was shot. They have history of the camp itself. It was super cool. They let you take pictures with like original stuff that was like screen used, also some replicas and whatever. But it ends with like a screening of the movie on the lake, and it was fucking amazing. And I got
That's
this water
so
bottle.
cool.
So
Ooh.
Crystal Lake tours. Also, like there's once you get in, they like they close the gate, lock everything, and your car is like a football field away, and they're like, we don't bring you back to your car. So I was like, crap, I forgot to bring water, so that you have to buy something, and then you can refill for free all day. They have like iced tea and soda or water, whatever. But no, it was amazing. But I was like, it's a good way to make me buy merch.
That's awesome, man. And Harry Manfredini was there.
Harry Manfredini was there. Super nice. He's a little, I mean, he's older, right? But he has a little bit of the ADHD like me. So I was like, kindred.
Oh yeah.
He would start telling a story and then just like pew 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 pew. But he found his way back most of the time, which was fantastic. Okay. But he has the most. I have like a Friday 13th poster that I have people sign, and his is easily the most beautiful signature on that poster.
Awesome. So I appreciate a good signature. Some people just kind of slop it up there. It's like
crooked. They use the wrong color. No. He was very specific and very particular and took his time. So
nice.
He did the whole like music scale.
He wrote like the music, like he drew like the music thing with musical notes and put like key key ma 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 and put the little like X's and things. And then he had to. I could just show you, but then it won't stay on the wall. So I'm like, I might as well just do this. But it's like,
oh wow.
Yeah, glare, but like he did all that. But like, look, it's beautiful penmanship.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
If nothing else, spared no expense.
Be funny if that just caught a reflection and James isn't wearing pants or something.
Right.
He's just ass out.
Oops. By accident.
He's got his chaps on.
my assless Friday the 13th.
He's like, oh, I had that on VHS. Let me grab it.
Let me go grab that.
I'm just like, what?
It's on the bottom shelf.
She's first to die.
It's on the bottom shelf.
Not even the opening kill.
Well, speaking of cool Friday the 13th events, tomorrow night, Sean Cunningham is going to be at the 45th anniversary showing of the original. It's going to be at Griffith Park. There's going to be like food trucks, giveaways. I don't know what to expect, to be honest. There's going to be like exclusive merch and posters and stuff.
Wait, you're going?
Yeah.
That's going to be cool.
I'm so stupid. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, and it's hosted by Dead Meat. I know some people. It's a lot of people.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. They're a big
someone's got to host it. They're
a name.
They are a big name.
Yeah. So I don't know what to expect, but that's why we didn't do this tomorrow. I hope you guys can understand.
Please forgive us.
We get it. Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm super jealous for that. Yeah.
I never get to do like. I always see this type of stuff on Instagram, like, oh, that would be cool. But here I am in North Carolina.
Near it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. California is like key for like those events. Like there's something spooky every weekend, I feel, for that place.
Yeah.
no
Pretty
matter
much.
what you're doing, you can find something.
Well, most of the shit was filmed there. Like most of the
Yeah.
anything was filmed there anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. I think all the Friday the 13th movies, I don't know this franchise like Halloween, so it might be a little murky on some stuff, but I think part 3 was one of the only that was actually filmed out here. A lot of it's like East Coast, New Jersey.
Yeah.
So
That
if
could be
anybody
true.
in the
Yeah, 'cause
chat
it is-
wants to correct me.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
But that sounds right. Because they're mostly filmed. Some of them were filmed down was it like Florida? Or was it Louisiana? It was like part 7 said they had like an alligator wrangler on set.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
because
and I
it was
think,
like in the
mhm.
swamp.
Just in case.
Just in case, yeah. Well, 'cause they were in like, I forgot which state, like Florida or Louisiana or something like that. But they were like, I'm pretty sure it was the New Blood. So if you look, it's very like marshy. Like
Yeah.
it's a different kind of like tree and shrub and whatever
Yeah.
because it was like full blown like down south.
Wow.
6 was filmed in Georgia somewhere, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
Georgia.
sounds right. Yeah.
Hey, what's
I've
up,
seen
Zach?
those screenings pop up. Hey, Zach.
Let's talk. He said, let's talk
And
about how
Ash.
part 6 is the best in the franchise. That's debatable. If
Mhm.
you had asked me pretty much my entire life, I would have said yeah. But
Yeah.
we'll talk about it. We'll get to it.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Hey,
Or we won't, you know?
we got a lot of movies to talk about.
Or we just end the show right now. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know?
It's an ambiguous ending. You choose your own ranking. That's what this live
That's
is about.
true. Jason does stand on a burning flip RV like a badass. That's yeah.
I did love that.
It's fair.
I was told we would talk about Halloween 5, and we will. And we will.
Oh man. Yep. It'll come up for sure.
I'm glad you brought that up. So in part 5,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Not yet.
Part 5 was filmed in Salt Lake City. You know,
Exactly,
we've been
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Tina. What do you want me to do?
What do you want? Can you kill him?
It didn't take. It took 7 minutes.
It took. Yeah,
took
that's
7
it.
minutes.
That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Go home, Michael.
Yeah, I'd like to say it's our system now, but it's not.
I love it when Loomis takes the walkie-talkie and he's like, "Won't need this shit. I got
Yeah,
this."
snap.
Is
Yeah.
Michael Myers is outside.
Oh hell yeah! Let's
Yes,
talk about
Jonathan
Halloween
wants to go.
6.
Halloween
What's up?
6. Yes.
What's up, Jonathan? Thanks for joining. You know I'm always down to talk about H6,
Mhm.
but we are
Filmed
here
in
to
Salt
talk.
Lake City.
Filmed in Salt Lake. The whole Thorn trilogy is.
Mm-hmm. Mormon.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're all Mormon
Mormon.
in Halloween.
They are.
All right, guys. So we got a lot of movies to talk about here. We have, I mean, how many here? What's it? Fucking 12? 13?
12.
A lot.
12?
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah, I
a
think-
few. Yeah.
Because I'm counting Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah, we got Freddy
Yeah.
vs. Jason in here. We have the remake. So yeah, they are all accounted for. So yeah, of course, if it's the best of the best, it reaches Halloween 5 status. I mean,
Yeah.
that is the gold standard. That's what we want.
What did Derek you call it? God tier?
God tier. Mhm.
God tier.
It's like the meme where the guy like meditating, he's like glowing.
Yes.
Yeah, and it just keeps getting bigger.
Halloween
Jesus
5.
comes down and kisses it.
Yeah.
Or that one of Vince McMahon when he's got like laser eyes, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's H5 right there.
That's H5.
So runner up, we have it's a Camp Blood classic. The middle tier is pretty damn good. And we got meh, and then we got piece of shit
Piece of shit.
for
Okay.
the bottom.
All right.
So I did not make this order here at the bottom that you see, but I guess we can just go through this order. It's sort of mixed up.
I
Okay.
can see this. Yeah.
Man, okay. So if you guys want to do this, we will start with Jason X.
Jason X. Wow.
Okay.
Where do you put it?
Okay, me personally, I would go piece of shit for this.
What?
I know
Oh,
people.
wow.
Okay, let's hear it. We got one for piece of shit. Changed my mind.
What's John? What are you?
Oh man. it's hard because I feel like none of these are pieces of shit for their own reasons.
Well, that's why originally when we had the extra thing, the extra ranking, there was another ranking thing, and I was like, I don't know, like I don't think any of them are like, they're not worthy of like hate where they actually like make me angry. But you know, there's some that are very much not good. Like we're not talking about Halloween Resurrection, where like I literally like can't and I won't and I can't.
I would prefer that over Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yeah,
just because
we're not talking about that today, Phil.
Okay.
Don't like listen. Let's stay friends today. Okay?
Save it for the Halloween ranking.
Save it for the Halloween ranking. Shit.
All right. Yeah. I would put it under Matt.
Yeah, and let me just say, you're right, James. None of these are pieces of shit. That sounds very harsh, but you know, it's a tier list. So I gotta put. I didn't want to put like
down. Yeah.
Good job, like participation medal.
I did not write. I did not think that this would be a controversial pick, but I have other ones that I thought would be more controversial, but I guess this one is because, and my ranking is based on like rewatchability, like how much fun I have with the movie, not specifically like quality, because they're all up and down. Like the best quality ones are maybe the worst, and vice versa. But I put Jason X at H5 status.
Bitch. No. Your honor. Order in the court. No.
I would be I could be
not H5 status.
It was originally pretty damn good, and then it bumped up to the second one, which I think was called something else before. And then I was like, but I watch it like it's the one that if I'm like I feel like watching a Jason movie, it's one of the top ones. So I can be convinced to bump it out of that, but I love it. It's like, I don't know, the camp just works for me. Like it's so bad it's good, but it has some of like the best kills in the franchise. Like it's not trying to reinvent the wheel. The franchise had already jumped the shark at this point. So we had gone to telekinesis, we had gone to Manhattan, we had gone to hell, and now of course we're going to go to space.
Well,
like,
I think
where else are we going to go?
That's kind of the definition of jumping the shark.
Right.
Like, when they take somebody into space, they're like, we're out of idea.
We're
done.
Yeah. But I'm going to argue that of the space movies like Hellraiser, Leprechaun, Jason, it is the best space one to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
sure.
I'd say so.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
There's not as many space movies as you think. You think in your head, okay, how many?
There's really not.
Have gone? There's like 3.
Yeah,
like
I would love like Children of the Corn in space.
That would be wild.
So
you know,
like a space station.
I vote for.
We have to bring the corn elsewhere. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote for meh. Derek, where are you sitting at on Jason X?
Jason X. Okay, I think it's a good time, and I'm kind of with most of y'all where I don't think any of these are pieces of shit. Like even like the worst Friday the 13th movie is still a good time to me. But just for conversation's sake and tier list we have here, I'm going to put that as pretty damn good for me.
Okay.
That's
fair.
All right. I think that evens it out to pretty damn good. James, are you?
I love that option, that choice. Yes.
I think just like the face freeze, like that's so iconic. Like just when you think of that movie, you think of that kill.
Yeah.
Like there are cons for sure, but for me they are outweighed by like things like that kill,
or like the sleeping bag, like
the sleeping bag, how we go double, you know, like they took
Janessa, you know,
Janessa. Yeah, this sucks on so many levels. Like they knew what they knew that this was going to be stupid, and they leaned into that. But I feel like the gimmicks, it's very gimmicky, but I feel like the gimmicks worked for me.
Amityville went to space. How did I miss that?
Amityville has a whole line of
they have been to space.
What?
There's like 30 of them, right?
Yeah.
I think it's like you can just get the name Amityville and just put it on.
It's like an open something, whatever it's called.
IP?
Yeah. So like anyone, there's like, you know, Amityville. Amityville goes to space. Amityville Karen. Amityville. There's like
Shark.
Like a pot shark. There's like a pot one where it's like Amityville gets high. I don't know. Like there's every like 6 months is another one.
How
it's
have
like
I not known that? That's
like
crazy.
the slutty franchise. Like anybody can get it. Yeah. Okay.
And we will.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the bicycle. Yeah.
Bicycle.
All right, Jason X. Pretty damn
RJ.
good.
Pretty
Oh,
damn
RJ
good.
when I said that.
All right, let's see what the next one is, guys. We have Freddy versus Jason.
Freddy versus Jason.
All right.
Hmm.
I mean, there's two answers for this. There's 16-year-old Phil. There's his answer, and then there's how old am I? 37. Wait, 30. Yeah, 37.
Whatever you want to be.
There's 37-year-old Phil.
Are you still an El Nino fan?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I was like, can we please talk about the new metal soundtrack?
Fuck
Please,
yeah.
new metal.
I mean, the soundtrack does kind of bring up its score a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think like the premise of it is cool. I wouldn't say like the CGI kind of ruins it for me though.
Hmm.
It's also a Pride Month movie.
Is it?
We'll have to watch it with you.
How cut? Wait, no.
It's Kelly Rowland's line, but
Oh,
Freddy,
What kind of runs around in a Christmas sweater? So we've
Yeah,
declared it Pride.
The
So
gay-
usually when Pride Month starts, you'll see pictures of her going like this when she's like taunting him.
I gotta say, even back in 2003, 4, when I saw that in theaters, I was like, "Ooh, really?"
It was a little like, oh,
right.
okay. And supposedly she improvised it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Whoa! Slow your
Yeah.
rolling, Kelly.
that's
Jeez.
what she thought.
Mm. I would go meh.
I agree with that, John.
Thank you.
Chimera, Army of Me, let's fucking go. Yeah, that song rips.
Chimera, fuck yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
I put it under pretty damn good, but I like Phil said, there's the 16-year-old me and then there's the 38-year-old me. The 20-something-year-old me couldn't stand the movie, so I loved it. What?
Oh shit! Sorry, James. Is that
Hey,
Rey Mysterio when Freddy jumps out of the water in the lake?
Oh, I
Is
didn't know that.
Is he actually in the movie? That's crazy. If so,
I was not aware.
Maybe.
Hmm.
I feel like I saw behind the scenes with Freddy attached to the rig, though. Although they could have done multiple.
Yes, happy Pride to all.
Happy
Pride. I don't know. I just feel like there's just a lot going on where they could have just focused on like a few less things.
It's
Yeah, I
kind
think
of
it's atrocious.
it's more of an Elm Street movie than Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Jason just kind of feels like an afterthought in the movie.
Mhm.
But with that said, it does hold a special place in my heart. I can watch it at any point and just turn my brain off.
Yeah.
And it's got some fun kills. I mean,
The bed. I like the bed.
Yeah, the bed.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Banger soundtrack.
And the thing looks beautiful. Like, what is it? Ronnie Yu? Is that his name? The one who did like
Yeah.
Bride of Chucky. Like, he knows how to, make shit look cute.
With the exception of that, like early 2000s slow frame rate, choppy motion that they do.
That's something that he has done in all his movies. So he
I know. and it
like
looks
does that.
shit.
I don't like it either, but it's like a him thing. Because I've seen it in other movies, I'm like, ugh. But like any movie you watch that he's done, even his movies before he started like doing like movies in the States, like I was like Bride with the White Hair or something was when it like he fucking loves that. I don't. It's like it looks cheap, but that's I digress.
Well, for me, I'm sitting at pretty damn good.
Okay. Wow.
That's my vote.
I have it under pretty damn good.
Hey,
It's a tie. It's a tie.
I just feel like they just didn't even know how to end it. Like, how does one kill the other? Like, Freddy's still alive, so what?
You can't have a definitive winner. You would have had so much backlash if you had an actual definitive winner. So, like, to me, that was the perfect little like. They both won and they both lost.
Who did y'all want to win?
By the end, Jason.
Yeah,
Because he was
Jason.
almost like sympathetic. Like when
they made him
Freddy's-
a little sad.
when Freddy stabs him in the eyeballs, I was like, come on.
Yeah.
Or when he's like the little
Leave my
kid
boy
crying in the
alone.
shower.
Yeah. I was like, okay. Like, I get some people got annoyed by that. It didn't really make sense to me at the time. It took a long time for me to. What did someone say? Because he's not afraid of water. Like, Jason's not afraid of water.
Yeah, it does
So it's a weird thing. But then someone's like, no, he's afraid of drowning.
does have dollar
Mhm.
store
And
Jay.
so the water was supposed to be like, it was supposed to be specific to drowning, is what he's afraid of. And I was
Yeah.
like, which is why he's like choking
Then
on the water.
Why
and
didn't he
stuff,
just
and
like waterboard him or like something like that? Like he just
it
like
wasn't in
ran
fashion.
he ran a shower on him. He just
That
threw
was
him
so
a bath.
like 1999, you know,
Yeah,
this was
that's
2003 or something.
Yeah, that's true.
It
Yeah,
has
Freddy
some,
was the
waterboarding.
heel of the movie for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
it has some hilarious lines in it though. Like
Oh gosh, Freddy was so funny.
Freddy died by fire, Jason by water. How
Oh.
can we use that?
There's so many like
How
yeah,
can
there's
we
so many
use
trailer lines. They're like, we need someone to just simplify this.
Mm.
But then
Yeah.
they do still have like very long, weird, like John was saying, like there's so much, which I liked being a fan, like the Hypnosil and the Asylum and the blah 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 and the backstory
Yeah.
and the talent. I was like, oh, okay, cool, like I get this. But for someone who like maybe wasn't a huge fan or wasn't aware of all the previous movies, I can see them being like, what the fuck? Like, can they just fight?
Yeah. What is
Yeah.
this?
They do their homework in the movie. I'll
Mhm.
give them that.
Yeah.
Kia, he has asthma. Kia, she has asthma.
The acting is not good. Like I forgive
Atrocious.
Jason X for having like some silly acting because it feels like it was intentionally that way. Where I think in Freddy vs. Jason they were trying as hard as they could
They really
and,
were.
and not delivering.
At least drink
Or-
your juice.
Poor John. Wait, is that John Ritter or Jason Ritter? Which one's the son?
Jason Ritter.
Jason Ritter.
Mm.
Got your nose.
Got your nose.
Yeah. Horrible CGI. Holy shit, that scene does not hold up.
A lot of it is bad. Yeah.
I feel like the more that we talk about it, the more I want to bump it down.
Well, like for me, it's I just like I wanted like a what's it called? It's like a throw everything out the window, kind of like drag them out fight.
Mhm.
And I feel like of these kind of like versus movies or like villains versus villains or whatever, I feel like Freddy vs. Jason was the one that delivered the best fights. Like
Well, we didn't get a
when
lot of
it's the
versus
two of
movies.
them, they what?
I said I thought after this movie was a huge success. First of
They get a
all,
lot
I
more,
can't
yeah.
believe there wasn't a sequel. Second, I can't believe
Right?
that there weren't several so and so versus this guy.
Yeah.
And
It was like
We're
versus
better
Predator, and then
for it.
We're done.
because we could be looking back and be like, oh, remember that trend in the mid 2000s where there was
Yeah.
like 20 versus
The
movies?
verses,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because they wanted like Michael versus Hellraiser, or I mean Pinhead.
Yeah.
Like they wanted.
Ooh,
stuff
I did
like
not
that.
want that.
No, I
did
didn't
not want
either.
that.
Like,
Mhm.
don't do that. Now they're even talking about like
That's
Chucky versus
untouchable.
Megan as being a new thing, and I'm like, at this point, I guess I don't care. Like, I don't care enough about the either IP, like
Yeah.
where they've gone. Like Megan already like jumped out of the gate being like, we're camp. Chucky
Yeah.
has gone full camp and silly, so I'm like, cool, you know, go for it. But I feel like I have too much appreciation for like Pinhead and
Yeah, don't touch
Michael,
those.
except for the trilogy that we just got. Like, yeah, don't do
Hmm.
that.
Don't touch them.
All right.
Cool.
Derek, where are you at on Freddy versus Jason? Where are you putting it?
Oh, I put it with meh. I'm with John. I went meh on that.
So I think it lives in man.
I will go meh also. But that does not mean
Meh.
that I will not
No.
watch it and have a good time.
Yeah. It's to turn
Exactly.
your brain off.
Yeah. Of the turn the
The-
brain off
yeah.
movies, it is
Yeah.
on the lower. Yeah.
The soundtrack
Right.
is H5 status.
Oh, for sure.
But movie kind of meh.
Not so much.
When that music hit, when they pulled Freddy in, my little, like, what was I? How old was I? 12, 13, 14-year-old self. Like, what? So,
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, Robert, the dark meat line. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, dark meat.
yeah.
Oh, God. Freddy.
Hey.
Yikes.
Freddy didn't give a
So-
shit.
Yeah, no, and Kelly called him some names. So,
Yeah, yeah, she kind of deserved that one. It's not my
They both
fault.
said some shit.
Bitch is
They both said
dead on
some
her
shit,
feet.
yeah.
dead on her feet. Oh my gosh, I forgot.
Oh my God, when she's like, "Are you coming?" And get it, come.
disgusting.
God, that movie is so poorly written. And it went through
Mhm.
like 20 different scripts. It's
Isn't
like,
that wild how many times they rewrote it and for how many years?
yeah, and nobody was like, hey, this cum line, do you want to workshop this?
Let's keep it. Yeah.
Should probably
can
bring this
stay.
back. No, it's too late. Send it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to imagine some executive being like, keep the cum, damn it. It's gotta be in there.
We need the
Probably.
cum.
We need the cum.
Pride
Keep the
month. Pride
cum.
month.
Keep the cum. Yeah, Pride Month. Yeah, of course.
Was it Bob Shea? Is that his name? Bob Shea was like the head of New
Yeah.
Line. He's like, listen, guys.
Yeah, and he makes a cameo as a principal, of course.
That's cool.
And isn't he a teacher in one of the previous ones?
Yeah.
So you got a
I
promotion.
think he
for him.
makes a cameo in all of the Freddy movies. At some
He
point.
might. He probably does.
I think.
I know he's a teacher in one of them. I forgot which one. Maybe 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's principal in that one.
All right, Freddy versus Jason. You are meh.
Out of here.
Great soundtrack. Out of here.
Great soundtrack.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
guys. And up next, we have the remake from 2009. I feel like this movie was definitely a little underappreciated at the time. Had we known that we'd be sitting here in 2025 with no new Friday
Yeah.
the 13th movie. But at the time, it was like, oh, just another remake. Here we go. They got to
Yeah.
remake everything, which is true. But I find enjoyment in this movie. How about you?
I do
guys?
too. I do too.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoy it. My only complaint, I have one complaint. The only complaint I did not like the sister getting like held captive by Jason, like that
Yes.
whole angle. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
it doesn't like spare anybody usually, right? Like,
No.
you know,
He's suddenly less threatening.
It felt
yeah.
it felt very TCM2 to me with that whole like he's only nice to that girl that's held captive by him. Like what?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I put it under
Great kill.
piece of shit.
Yeah. I know James doesn't
Piece
like
of shit.
it.
Whoa.
I
All right.
really don't like it.
You're coming out saying that Jason X is H5 status and the remake is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's-
I think the remake is a very well-made piece of shit. It is a beautiful, beautiful cast, beautiful production, beautiful quality, polished cinematography, music, like the talent A+. I get almost no enjoyment out of the movie, and every time I've tried to sit through it, I just like physically can't, and I don't know why. I don't
I know
like
why.
any of the
I
characters.
know why. You're a miserable bitch.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. I forget sometimes. That's
It's true. It's true.
because I'm a miserable
Fact check. Yep.
That's right. It was directed by Marcus Nispel, same guy that did the Texas Chainsaw remake,
So
and it kind of shows.
I blame the writing. I blame the writers.
Yeah, like God, every time I rewatch it, and I'm like, you know what? It's not that bad. Let me give it a rewatch. And then, like one of the first scenes, you have that redneck-looking guy trying to fuck a mannequin or something.
Oh
Or-
yeah, see, like
It's just make normal people. Like,
Yeah.
why does everybody gotta have
Everyone-
a thing?
they're all like
they all get
an exaggerated stereotype caricature of something. So even the main cast, I was like, I just don't enjoy any of you. Like I'm getting tired trying to force myself to enjoy. I didn't enjoy them living, and I didn't even enjoy them dying.
Yeah.
I was like, what are we doing? Like, there's a couple cool moments. Like, I love that he like runs, and then there's that shot where he like almost hits her, but the thing is, like, he should have hit her.
That's right. Jason's guarding.
He should have hit her.
He should have hit her.
He is guarding his weed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupendous.
I'm with James
Sister-
though. It's a
Sister
nice
Christian
piece of
song.
shit.
I love it.
So we say piece of shit.
Mm.
Ooh.
And what did you all say? You said
I'm
Yeah,
saying
good.
pretty damn good.
That's what I'm
Me.
leaning towards,
Yeah.
Derek. Okay, should we compromise and say meh?
do we do Matt?
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, I
right?
think
Unless
we-
you can
I think we kind of
convince
have
me,
on
to.
that.
which you can.
Well, let's see. I like the intro. I like the girl in the sleeping bag burning alive. I think that's pretty brutal. I like
That
that.
needed to be the whole movie.
I like that
Mm.
you see Jason run in this. It's like
Mhm.
it's a little something different with the character. We've never seen Jason run. He's pretty intimidating in this movie. I like the look.
Well, he runs in the early movies.
Does he?
Part 2. He runs in part 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
And 4.
yeah.
And 3.
Yeah.
He runs in all. He runs in
Yeah.
all but
Wow.
verse 4.
Wow.
It's not till
Yeah.
he becomes a zombie when they bring
Okay.
him back to life in 6 that
Yeah.
all of us, that he's like, I will walk now.
Slow mo.
I
Yeah.
feel like he's like sprinting in this one though. Like he's got
Yeah,
some.
Yeah,
this
he's
one,
running-
Yeah.
He's booking it.
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
not like, there's a sense of urgency. He wants to get that bitch.
Yeah, he's putting some
Yeah.
stank on it for sure.
Except
He's out for
during
it.
his very fast at night running toward her with a machete, he happens to notice that she's wearing a necklace or holding a necklace and happens to maybe look like at an angle his mother. So he stops mid swing.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've never seen that in theater, like the midnight preview or whatever. And the opening scene, when that happens, and then like, you know, it cuts and the screen goes black and then Friday 13th comes up, the entire theater clapped because they were so hyped for that intro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The thing is, that was what I wanted the movie to be. You have a couple
Yeah.
nice characters, a couple asshole characters. You have to have a couple asshole characters. And then like the violence was brutal. It looked great. I was like, oh my God. But then they just like, they basically abandoned everything that happened in that opening, except for we'll touch upon the weed and he's going to keep the sister.
Yeah.
And
And something
besides that,
else
it's
I
just useless.
Jenna, you know, the swerve that you think there's gonna be a final girl and then she
Yeah.
she dies. You know, I thought that was
Yeah.
kinda cool.
Or
That
I
was a
wish
cool
that they
swerve.
had maybe not showed us the camp until the end. Like, I think that would have been nice to, you know, like the reveal of the camp would have been the, oh my God, we're back at Camp Crystal Lake. Like, let us wait for it or something.
Yeah.
The movie was just like boom, boom, blah, 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 blah in your face. And I was like, I don't like any of this. Loved Willa Ford getting to do her thing and show off her whatever. And her death was cool. Like, there are cool parts. I just, for some reason,
Yeah.
if I sit down to watch it, I'm just like, ugh. And I don't have as much fun as like Jason X or some other ones.
Yeah, I like the shots of Jason like just chilling on the edge of the lake.
Mhm.
That looks cool. It's kind of
It's pretty
Myers-esque.
Derek Mears, is that his name?
Yeah.
He did great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He did great.
Yeah, a great portrayal of Jason because some of
Yeah.
these movies, Jason's like kind of goofy. Like,
Yeah,
kind of a
someone.
little
Oh, who
bitch.
was it? Someone in the comments said like they said we were talking about the verses. They said Jason versus Michael, but it's Roy versus Corey Cunningham.
Whoa.
yeah.
I'm like,
Roy would drag that bitch.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Mhm.
little bitch Corey.
Drag that bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you stupid bitch.
Hey, it's not Rohan Campbell's fault though. He was
No, he did great. That's the thing is,
Yeah.
I was like, wow, he's doing fantastic for this shit material that he's given.
By the way, he was at H45. He had one of the longest lines out of anybody, and he
I
was very cool, very gracious, like very personable with everyone. He really enjoyed himself. So after that, I was like, all right, you're
Yeah.
cool in my book.
He can sign
Yeah.
my chest.
Yeah. No, it's not him. I don't. It's
What's
not
that,
him I
James?
dislike.
What'd you
It's
say?
his character.
What'd you
I
say,
said he can
James?
sign my chest.
I thought you said you could shit on your chest.
It's very not another teen movie.
Oh,
Oh man.
I love that movie.
Stupid.
it's a great movie.
It's stupid. Derek, you were saying?
All right, let's. Oh,
I don't
sorry.
know.
Go ahead.
I forgot. You were saying something.
I can't speak for because of James. It's fine. Yeah.
Damn right.
James is getting
All
shit
right,
on,
guys.
so I can't talk.
Right.
It's hard to look away.
That's
All right. So up next, man, this list is like all over the place.
Yeah.
The original,
Okay.
1980.
Mhm.
You go from the
Mhm.
remake to the original. Now, I don't know. Where are you guys sitting on this?
Camp Blood classic is how I feel.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not really a fan of like how they went from this movie to Jason, like the whole weird. I don't know. I just feel like it could have been better as a standalone, but I do respect it as the OG. So yeah, Camp Blood classic.
Completely agree. It just
yeah.
I enjoy the sequels more. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Mm.
Movies I just vibe with so much more.
Yeah, I agree with that though. I know that Sean Cunningham said like we tried to make like a cheap, bloody, by the numbers copy of Halloween. Like he admitted that, but I feel like it stands on its own in a lot of good ways. Like it's not as fun. It's I still no I enjoy it. Yeah, camp blood classic.
She's just some mom going around being a cock block and ruining people's good
Yeah.
time, you know?
Like the
Chill
fight-
out, lady.
I
Who
know,
are
she's
you?
well, she was Mormon. She was Mormon. Oh, that was Halloween.
Yeah.
Maybe they're all
Halloween.
Mormon. It's like no sex.
It's
No
like,
sex
I
and-
didn't
and
let
no
your
mutant
kid
babies.
die. I'm sorry your kid died, but that wasn't me, lady, okay? Jeez.
Well, she doesn't know that because she's crazy.
Yeah.
So my vote is pretty damn good. It's just kind of middle of the road for me.
Mm-hmm. That's where I had it, but
it
does seem like a classic.
It does. It feels more like summer camp more than a lot of the other ones. Like it just has a good hanging out in the woods kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little boring at times, though.
It is boring. It's very
slower.
dull.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very dull.
It's kind of a dull machete.
It reminds me of Halloween in the sense that even when it's slow, I wasn't like bored. And rewatching it last weekend, I was like, this is paced out pretty well. Like we're only like not even 40 minutes in, and like Kevin Bacon is like, I was like, like we have so much more movie left. I didn't realize for some reason my mind had always was so slow until the end, and like that's not how it actually like played out. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. But like in Halloween, nothing happens. But I was like, I like these characters and the fall vibe and the whatever. And this one, like you said, it's a perfect like camp movie, beginning of summer. Like it has that vibe so much that I can just like chill with it. And I like
there's nothing wrong with it.
Marcy is an icon.
Yeah.
Like
Marcy, love her. Yeah.
Love. They'll always be
But it's
like
like they're lucky that they got people in the seats for like the sequels though, because like that movie is very dull and dry.
Yeah.
Well,
in my
back
opinion.
then though, they were copying Halloween, but they were like, let's go for the slow burn, except we're going to show the kill. And I mean, they took a gamble because people could have been like, ew, that's disgusting and stupid. No, thank you.
Yeah.
But it had the opposite effect, and people were like, oh, that's awesome. And so everyone was like, we're going to copy.
There's
Halloween and Friday
also
the 13th.
there's also boobs, so that gets people in the seats, you know.
I guess
Boobs.
That's true.
No.
Boobs pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean the ending, I think it puts it Camp Blood classic. Iconic ending, still very effective.
I love it. It's one of my favorite movies. It still is. It's
Yeah.
just I love it so much. But just if it was a standalone, I'd probably rank it higher. But compared to like the rest of them, that's why it kind of falls a little bit.
Yeah. God, even like the hospital bed scene though, when she's like, then he's still there. I was like scared as a kid because then they zoom in on the lake and nothing happens.
Yeah.
Like one little bubble comes up, but that was like an accident because you can't control what the hell happens in the lake. But I'm like, oh wait, what? No. So for me, the transition into part 2 was fine. Like that made sense to me, even though it doesn't logistically. But that creeped me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say that I am so looking forward to seeing it tomorrow with Sean Cunningham. That's going to be fucking cool.
I wonder which version you're going to see, because I didn't realize my body is like dying. When they, I guess when they converted it to 4K, they told us that like the thing that we saw, they're like, oh, the 4K version, because you know how like what's her face gets tossed through the window at Adrienne King in the first movie, and she's like, ugh. I guess there's like it's Tom Savini. Yeah. No. It's like Tom Savini's like assistant or something like that. So it's a guy with a mustache, and he didn't shave his mustache. So like it's very clearly a man. And so we watched the 4K version where they removed they removed stuff digitally. And then they removed, I think, like a snippet where the body lands and it's clearly a dude. But the original is still, which I'm hoping that they at yours, because Sean Cunningham is there, show like an original print copy, like a movie. Yeah. When that happens, full on man's face, like through the window on the ground, man face.
Man face.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping he's like signing posters or something?
He probably
because
Yeah.
because I don't have enough posters to add to the ones I need to get around to framing.
Same.
Yeah. Oh shit! Speaking of posters, Derek, James, John, is anybody getting the Halloween 4 Ghoulish Gary print that drops tomorrow on Friday the 13th? I have to get it, man. Even though I just said that I have a lot of posters I haven't put up yet, I gotta get that.
It's actually interesting because I have it's not interesting at all, but I'm gonna leave it that. Is my Halloween corner has 2 prints. A friend of mine does like Halloween like custom prints, and I've had people like sign those. Like one is Halloween, one's Halloween 3, and there's a blank wall next to it. And I'm like, I don't know what's gonna go on that wall. Like I'll figure out like a Halloween poster at some point, but I feel like that one would look really good right there.
Yeah.
But how much is that poster?
House? That's good.
Yeah, how much is it?
I don't know. I'm guessing 50, 60.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Again. But that means that like these people need to start showing up to some conventions. Danielle Harris goes to them, and so that's fine. And I'll meet her again because I like her. But like Ellie Cornell needs to show up. I don't know who else is alive.
Yeah.
What's Cops Who Buy the Book?
Kathleen Kinmont,
Kathleen
bitch.
Kinmont needs to go there. Like I need these people. I need Brady to show up. Like I need them to do some freaking convention.
Yeah, I did meet Sasha Jensen at H45. That was awesome. Very nice guy.
Seeing your picture, seeing that.
Yeah. I was like, I got
it. Yeah. A couple years, I think maybe 2 years ago for my birthday, I got an original theatrical Halloween 4 poster. I still have it like rolled in a tube. I need to like flatten that out, protect it, but it's like in pristine shape. So I've told myself to like stop buying things. So I only try to buy like just like original like theatrical posters to keep myself from just buying literally everything. You know, that's out there. Yeah, that's a kind of like a rule I impose on myself.
You are an OG poster king. Yeah,
I love an OG poster. Yeah,
Derek got me for my birthday OG Wes Craven's New Nightmare poster. Because he knows I love that movie.
Wow.
Okay.
I think actually he got it for me last year, but it just arrived this week, you know. And I love it.
Speaking of that movie, nobody's ever done a proper locations video for it. And it was shot around LA. So I'm like, should I
do the thing?
Do the thing.
Maybe.
Do that.
Too much to do.
Well, there is one.
Be that guy.
There's one part. Is that Wes Craven's New Nightmare also? There's like a part where she like drives like into or away from a building, and it's the same damn building that they use in Halloween 6 for the reshoots of Smith's Grove, because that was filmed in LA. And it's the same damn building that they use in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And I'm like, but again, why is there not like a thing where we go visit that place? Like it's a very specific.
Why?
Yeah. Like why can't we go there?
Why?
I remember seeing something a long time ago. They're like, oh, we're not really sure which house was used for Heather Langenkamp, blah blah blah. And I'm like, figure that out. That's someone's job.
Get on it, people.
Yeah, get on it.
All right, guys. We
back to this franchise.
Plenty more movies to talk about. Up
the OG
next.
Classic.
Okay, wait. The rest are in order. That's weird. Okay, so starting with part 2.
H5 status.
Whoa.
For me.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
It is there for me too.
Part 2, I think it's the scariest one out of all the Friday movies for me. Yeah.
It does have a darker. It has a darker tone to it than a lot of.
He's mean. He's just fucking mean.
Yeah,
he is very creepy too, though. Like they took kind of what worked in the first one, and they were able to like grow upon that. Like very
well, and that amazing chasing that Amy still has. Freaks me out still.
The under the bed situation, like they knew how to like go and then stop, and then go and stop. And then I feel like because the characters are a lot of fun, she's a very smart character. So like I think I love Alice in the first movie, but she can annoy people. The only thing I hear people mainly complain like it's too slow, the first one, or this or that, or that Alice is just like, with the rope on the door, and she's like, with the books, like the way she's kind of acting annoys people, and I'm like, that's fine, I still like it. But in part 2, she is like very smart and very badass, and then gives us like that psychosis. Maybe, I mean, she does use a few not nice words to describe him, but besides that,
they didn't age well. They
didn't age well. You know, it's but I feel like all around it's a good movie.
Yeah, lots of memorable characters.
Yeah,
the wheelchair.
The machete.
Yes,
the machete to the
to the face with the guy in the wheelchair, like just mean as shit. I just appreciate it.
Then they just like show him rolling down the stairs.
Yes,
backwards. Like, how did they even get? They're like, oh, we just pushed the thing down the. How did it not just go poof?
I was dying laughing the other day when I was rewatching that scene. It's just epic.
But the jump still gets me. Like, I know it's coming, and when he goes, like, I still it gets me.
Yeah,
it gets me.
Okay.
Jumping out of my skin when I was a kid and I saw like the end, the final like jump scare at the end when he bursts the window and grabs Jenny.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got no bag on the head. Yeah.
Yes, and that just his messed up face, very scary to me.
I think that's the only other like big jump that works in the franchise for me. Like they kind of tried to make it a thing for a couple of the movies, like a big jump at the end, and 3 tried it and it just was whatever. But like 1 and 2 like really did a good job with that final whatever.
I'm gonna go and say H5 status as well.
Whoa, okay.
Look at us.
Look, I
love Baghead Jason. He is a little savage.
That's my Funko Pop. I was like, I only want that. What's it? Sackhead? Yeah, that's all I want.
Yeah.
I think it's like a potato sack or something.
Yeah.
Tater sack. Yeah.
I think it's creepier than the hockey mask. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's only got like one eye. It's sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool looking.
May I throw out a question? Would this movie have worked better as like just its own thing, like not Friday the 13th? It came out like you could say 81 is like the golden year for slashers. Wasn't The Prowler? Wait, I know The Burning was 81.
My Bloody Valentine was 81.
My Bloody Valentine.
My Bloody Valentine, Halloween 2. That was like slasher.
Like 81, 82, 83. From 81 to like 84, I feel like were the best, but 81, it was a solid.
And I feel like probably maybe is around there.
It probably still would have, but I think it's like if it wasn't in the franchise, it wouldn't get as much attention. And because it had the built-in lore, I feel like it's able to start and have people hooked by the opening because we had the lead from the previous movie, where I feel like other movies, they had to start with like a,
and then they show you the entirety of the first movie, basically.
Yeah. Oh my god, that is the only major flaw.
With the little flaw.
Like, let's have fun. It's like 8 minutes.
Yeah, they literally
just the previous movie, as if we forgot. We just saw the movie 6 fucking months ago.
Right.
But besides that, it's fantastic. It's still H5 status. They had to pad in the timing.
Since this is us talking about this, directed by Steve Miner, who did Part 3 and H2O. And House.
And House. He's a very weird director for me. I don't feel like he has a certain aesthetic that you can go, oh, that's Steve Miner, but he does happen to make good movies sometimes. But he also made did he make like White Men Can't Jump or something? Like he's done like a bunch. He did Forever Young. Wow. He does so much random weird stuff. So I feel like I just get the vibe that he's like I'll do whatever is gonna make me some money,
sure,
kind of thing. Because H2O I love, but it's technically like just meh, like a post Scream slasher movie if you were to look at it visually. The thing is, he killed it with Friday 2.
Sure,
and it's just weird that he also did 3 because they feel like drastically different.
Yeah. Okay, so is Part 2 gonna sit at Camp Blood, or is it gonna be H5 status?
I thought we all said H5.
Or are we going Cookie Woman on this one? What do you think?
We said H5. What did you say, Phil?
Yeah. I thought you guys said Camp Blood Classic.
No, we said H5. All of us said H5.
Oh shit! It's God tier for me.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Man, I'm a little slightly surprised by this pick. When I rewatched it, I was like, kind of middle of the road. There's a lot of bad acting in it, but that's par for the course for the most part with this
Friday the
franchise.
13th, right?
Yeah.
Like it comes with the territory. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but some of it's like, oof, Steve, you want to yell cut? Take that again.
The girl with the dog is like reading her line like from a card off the camera, and so is the guy who's like
someone behind the
her.
camera just holding up their lines.
Yeah. He's like, "Will I have this?" That's whatever the fuck he said. Yeah, like terrible, but I don't know. It adds
part of the charm for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh look, it's me. Okay.
The problem, it's me. All right.
Mid-80s great.
All right, guys, moving right along to part 3. Another from Steve Miner. Where are we sitting on part 3? Now, like Freddy versus Jason, there's 2 answers here. I had this one a lot higher when I was young. Like, even in my top 3, anytime I rewatch it now, it's okay.
Same.
Like all the fucking 3D stuff. Jason kind of looks like
I got this eyeball. It's my eye. It's an eyeball, and like you just see it go towards the camera. It's like, God damn it!
Yeah.
I wish I was seeing this like in the theaters back in the day. That would have been cool. But now that it's not, I don't really care.
With the exception of the handstand kill.
Yeah.
The kills aren't exactly memorable. Jason's just okay. It is the first movie where he gets his hockey mask. But other than that, it's just kind of forgettable.
Derek, you want to go?
Kind of, yeah. Go right ahead. That's just me.
No, and I totally appreciate your opinion. And I don't necessarily disagree with anything that you said because it, especially like John, it is very hokey. Like looking at just a 3D movie, you know, in 2D it's very fucking odd. But for whatever reason, I love this movie. It has like 2 of my favorite characters in the entire franchise, the potheads, Chuck and Chili. I appreciate them so much. I like how bad the 3D effects kind of look too, and the music, the score is good. And James feels the same way about not about this movie, but just scenes in general. I appreciate a really good chase, and Chris, I think is her name. Yeah, she gives good chase. I mean, she's tries to get out in the van. The van obviously, you know, has some issues. I didn't expect her boyfriend to die the way that he did, like so soon, you know, and she's just kind of left to her own devices. So, I would rank it around Camp Blood Classic, like a.
Okay.
I'm the opposite of you, of Phil and John. And it was Derek that actually convinced me that the movie is a good time because I hated this movie for the entirety of my life until like maybe 5-6 years ago. Because I was like, I can't stand the music. I can't stand the 3D. I can't stand how like hokey doo it is, the bad acting, like the kills
like disco music, you know?
Yeah, disco. Yeah. Like I was like everything just and having it come from part 2, like we went from part 2 to 3. And I was like, I hate this movie. And a couple of years ago, he's like, you stupid bitch, watch it again. So I watched it again. But I have the
That's probably exactly what I said too.
Yeah, exactly how it says. Verbatim. And I have a VR set, so I actually watched it with the 3D version in VR. And I had one of the best times I've had watching the movie. And I was like, so I think number 1, you have to watch it with the 3D because it's so stupid. But like it makes it that much more fun. And then I don't know, I just watching it again in the 3D, whatever. I loved the gas station scene. Was it Fox is her name? I loved Shelly when Shelly became brave, like all those things. Like
brave,
I fell in love with some of the characters, and like they are kind of caricatures, but there was just enough there for me to have a good time. So and then you know she does give good chase, and the hockey mask is fine. I can do with or without it, but I do feel like Jason walked in a very lanky, creepy way in that movie, and he did make me like a little uncomfortable. Like the behind the sheets stuff, like they showed just enough of him. I'm like, he looks like actually kind of creepy. So I put it in the middle as a pretty damn okay. Good.
But like speaking of his walk, like whenever he shoots the girl with the harpoon or whatever, spear. The way he just walks away, like, oh.
But I loved that. I was like,
It just
he walks
looks
away
like
and he's just kind of like,
it looks like a dad walking through Home Depot. Like,
Yeah.
hey, what do they got over here?
Huh.
I gotta
Hey.
go find the lumber. Like,
Wow,
Yeah.
prices of screws have really gone up. I tell you.
did you ever see? Okay, let me go on my ADHD tangent. You ever see a movie called Creep? Not the found footage one, the one that's in like the UK underground.
No.
Okay,
Okay.
there's the movie
Yeah,
is like it's
yeah.
kind of all over the place. It's like the acting is pretty bad, but there's like some good like kill, scary, whatever. But the antagonist has like this weird like posture, and he just kind of like walks. He's almost like he's completely void of any emotion, but he's not wearing a mask or anything in the
Same.
Creep movie. And I kind of get that vibe in from Jason in part 3. Like everyone is so like tee hee pew pew whatever 3D ha whatever. Oh, I'm Shelly.
Yeah.
Like everyone's very exaggerated, but he is so like the opposite in that movie. And I don't know, it hit a little harder for me.
Yeah, Zach, that face he makes at the end when he pulls his mask up and he's like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's like,
It's so
Yeah.
he was like,
stupid.
you see me.
He's like, I'll eat your ass.
Jason's just so seen.
First one in theaters. Awesome. Yeah, spear gun.
Oh, cool.
My brain
Spear gun, yeah.
inspired. Yeah, okay, so let's settle on where
So where did
we are
you
gonna
guys put it?
I'm gonna
I would put it.
I'll say pretty damn good. It's
Yeah,
kind of
same.
it's mid for me.
Mhm.
Are you guys willing to like fight for Camp Blood
Fair.
Classic?
No,
Not a fighter.
that's where I
I'm
put it. Was
thinking-
pretty damn
yeah.
good. So I'm good.
Pretty
with that.
damn good. Okay.
That's fine.
I got my way.
All right, Jason X, you got some company.
Wow. Look at that.
Look at that.
See, to me, that feels right.
Sure.
To me, that feels
Yeah.
right.
That
Like,
feels
and-
right.
I'm
Yeah,
in the
that feels
same
right.
kind of mood when I want to watch either of those movies.
There's one thing about part 3 that I have to mention. So it's a man-made lake in that movie because, like I said, they shot it in California, so they had to like just bring in a bunch of water, like basically in the desert, and it shows. Like it does not look like a natural lake, and I feel like the
It looks
lake,
very dry. Yeah.
the
I need
lake
to look
is
at it
an
again.
important character in all of
Yeah.
these movies.
Yeah.
That often gets overlooked. You gotta have the lake right.
I will say
Gotta have
the
that
whole
lake.
It
That's
looks
why the
like a
mo-
fucking like where pigs bathe, you know, like
everything does feel like a set. In that.
Yeah.
Like, everything feels like a gimmick, including the set. Yeah,
It
I
feels
have to
like a
watch the
Western.
water again. I didn't know that about the lake part. I just like even the lodge, which probably was that was all fake.
yeah, that burned down. They built that.
So they
Yeah.
built so that like it all felt kind of
Wasn't that
Yeah.
lodge used in Twisted Nightmare, the movie Twisted Nightmare? Y'all seen that movie?
I
Have you seen
have.
that? Did I see that?
It's called
I would
Twisted
imagine.
Nightmare.
I'd imagine
like a-
they
yeah.
shot other stuff there though.
Mhm.
If they built it for the movie, so
Twisted Nightmare is kind of hard to find. I actually have never seen it. Because
then I
it's kind
haven't.
of hard to find, but I think I've heard it's filmed in the same spot as Friday 3.
Isn't?
Okay.
Oh no, I'm thinking of different Friday. JK, LOL.
all right, guys, moving right along to part 4, the final chapter.
Ooh-wee.
H5.
The boys love this one. They really do. They love
Yeah.
part 4. Yeah.
You know what? It's another one. Man, the thing about this franchise, unlike the Halloween series, which is mostly locked in for the most part,
Mhm.
I could rewatch all of these a year from now and feel very differently about them.
Mhm.
Like these movies are always kind of shifting on the list. And every time I rewatch Final Chapter, it kind of, I like the movie,
Mm.
but it seems to be the first answer to like what's the best Friday the 13th.
Mhm.
And to those people, they're not wrong. There's a lot of valid arguments,
Great one.
but there's something about it. Every time I rewatch it, I'm like, eh.
I agree,
Thoughts?
Phil.
Wow.
I
Betrayed.
totally agree with you.
Okay, Derek.
John, we're moving out.
I would have to go. It's definitely not H5 status. I would go Camp Blood Classic.
Ooh,
You got dance moves. You got gnarly kills. You got careless Jason yeeting people off a building. You got like a shower stall decapitation. Like that's sick. You got a corkscrew in the hand. It's wild.
Where the hell is
shit.
the corkscrew?
You got a guy named
Where's
Axel.
the corkscrew?
Axel. Oh my god, that whole opening is so like it feels so sequel-y. Like it starts right after the previous film. We watch the body bag situation. He gets in the ambulance. We go to the hospital. Like I feel like the movies, Friday the 13th movies, are not particularly scary. They're not suspenseful. Aside from like 2 and 4. So 2 and 4 have like the only like suspenseful, like slow burn moments that kind of like build to like great things. But I also feel like for me, the deaths are some of the best in the franchise at that time because it was after that movie that MPAA just chopped everything. So like 5 chopped it, 6 chopped, 7 chopped, 8. Like they're all like PG rated Friday the 13th movies after that. And I feel like, I don't know, for me, it just like it all works. It's like the perfect combo of scary and bloody and fun. And then they like kind of tried to wrap it up in a bow, but give you like a whatever ending.
Oh,
9 months later, we got another one. No, Derek left.
I didn't leave. My camera turned off. Hold on. Not my camera. Light.
Hey, we have puppies.
Oh, yeah. That's Betsy.
Betsy.
Sounds like somebody's up
there. The computer don't lie.
Somebody's up
also,
my door?
The band... Who?
Hang on. Somebody's at my door.
I gotta like fix my lights too. It's too like.
Not do this. Can you imagine? Johnny,
someone's at the door. Go check it.
You might as well stick your head out. Or is it stick your head out?
Take a peek.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. False alarm.
JK, LOL. Okay, we'll keep an eye on the doorway behind you.
Yeah.
Hide your corkscrew.
Okay, so yeah, speaking of the kills, Savini is back in this one, and it shows. The kills are great. Jason, the look of Jason is pretty good. Iconic mask. I love the mask. The cover art is the best. I gotta say, the cover art is easily the best.
I don't know. Jason.
I will go with, my vote is Camp Blood Classic.
I will agree with that.
But then the people that see people are going to see this and go, part 2 above final chapter? Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, for me, that's not. But that's just me, and I'm okay with like having to adjust my opinion.
You know what? I changed my answer. I'm going to say H5 status simply because if somebody came to me and said, hey, I've never seen a Friday the 13th movie, which one kind of encapsulates the entire series into one? I would go with this one because it's great kills, Jason. It's silly.
It's kind of the best of everything. It's like a best of album. You know,
sure.
It's
the greatest hits. Yeah,
the greatest hits. That's where my brain was trying to go. But
okay,
now Crystal Lake Volume 4, best
Volume 4?
Call now. I'm Casey.
Call
Casey.
now.
Jason Voorhees is back.
Yeah, I guess it could settle in H5 status as well. I mean, like they're not. You're right. H5.
All right, H5. Tina. Write what you know.
The Tower Farm.
Quit filling your head with all that boogeyman crap.
Yeah. You don't even know where she is.
But I
do. Wild. I'm watching Hellion 5 after this, I guess.
All right. Let me pull back up here. Oh, you guys didn't see me put it on the H5. Okay. All right. It joins the ranks of Friday Part 2. So just to recap, we got Part 2 and 4 as God tier, H5 status. The original is the only Camp Blood classic. Jason X, Part 3, pretty damn good. And we got Freddy vs. Jason in the remake in the meh category. Still no pieces of shit.
No.
That is the untouched. I would have put Jason X there, but that's just me. Anyways, moving
Uber
right along.
Jason.
All right, guys. Another controversial movie in the series, Part 5. Now, this movie this is kind of like the Halloween 3 or Halloween 6 of the series. It was shit on by everyone, basically all the way up until, let's say, 5 years ago. There's been a renaissance with this movie. A lot of people are like, I rewatched it, and it's kind of one of my favorites now. So where do you guys rank this one? How do you feel about Part 5?
I'm going to go pretty damn good.
Okay.
I'm so back and forth on this movie, but right now, currently, it's pretty damn good. If you asked me 2 months ago, I would have put it meh.
Yeah. So,
well, you messaged us and said that you had just watched it and you were having a good time with it, I think, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you watch it recently? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something to be said about how well developed all these side characters are. Like, they could have just been like faceless victims, no real backstory, but you can tell that they were like, no, let's give all these people all this backstory and make this fun.
Yeah.
All the Jason stuff, though, like he just looks like Party City Jason in this.
Yeah.
Like, imagine this movie with Part 7 Jason or something.
But it's not. That's the thing.
But it's not. It's not. Yeah.
Roy is that, as James said, his Part 3 was kind of like the way he walked. I felt like Roy was kind of lanky and he almost looked like a Scooby-Doo.
He
was tall and lurched.
One of the only pros that I can find is that he has that same walk.
Lanky, scary kind of walk.
It's eerie. Yeah, it's eerie.
You got the scene with Violet doing the robot dance. That's iconic.
One of the other
stupid light.
Pros.
My light went out too earlier. So
John, don't go into the light. Oh wait,
it's
what's going on, guys?
It's so poorly lit in here. I don't know why. I feel like half my body's in a shadow.
I feel like I'm at a place.
Don't mind me. I'm gonna be playing with the light the whole time.
Zell says trash. Robert said I'd put it at good. I think it has a lot of cool moments. Gets better with age.
Yeah.
This is the David Gordon Green of Friday movies.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, it is.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't find myself rewatching it a lot. I don't rewatch it a lot for whatever reason. When I look back at the series, it's one of my least watched ones, and so for that reason, I think I have to say meh, just because when I look at my stack of Friday, I'd never go for that one.
Yeah. I agree with that. I had it as a piece of shit, but when there was another tier below that, because I'm like, again, none of these I think belong in like the lowest possible tier, just for me personally. But I go for this one the least. The kills are so unmemorable. Like, they cut away from everything. You don't see anything. I actually don't care for any of the characters. I feel like they're all just kind of whatever. They're just there.
You don't like Tommy, like Vietnam?
Well, Tommy Jarvis with his shirt off was great. But the thing is, so the only
people
moments
over the littlest things.
Right. That's me though. Like I'm a Taurus, so like don't mess up my breakfast. So
yeah.
I thought he did great with I believed him as going through some shit. Roy was lanky, cool. The hillbilly mom with the son are absolutely hysterical. She was next level funny. And
the enchilada song.
Yes. Oh yes, and that. And what's his face? The guy who played Demon in was Return of the Living Dead, right? No, he played Demon in this. His name is Demon in this movie. That whole scene is fantastic. But it's the only suspenseful good scene of the whole movie to me. Everything else is just I walk in woods, I die, but it's off camera. I go to bar, and I literally she does this with her big chest and goes showtime in the mirror. No one shut the fuck up. No. I didn't like her at all. That diner lady. Oh, the Voorhees, Deborah Voorhees, when she gets the. But even that, I'm like, I wish that they had just actually. This is a thing that bugs me. I'm so sorry. If you're going to show someone getting stabbed off screen, I can't stand when it's like this.
Yeah.
Why don't you just have them actually stab something off screen so you can get the impact of the thing? So when you watch, every time I watch that, I'm like, it's just like, and then they have a weird sound effect and cut to her cool prosthetic, and I'm like, you just had to have the killer stab a piece of wood or something for that to have like any impact.
Yeah, but then you get the belt kill against the tree. That was
cool.
Freaking wild.
That was that
very clever and done very well. But for some, like, it just, none of it like adds up to it being beyond a meh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, a meh is fine. Okay. Meh. Okay, this next one is going to get interesting, guys. Part 6.
It sure is.
Jason Lives. How are we feeling about this?
I say Camp Blood classic.
So my entire life, like if you had asked me what's your favorite part 6, this is always my first answer. Great opening. Has my favorite opening out of the entire franchise.
So good.
The ending is great, but everything in the middle has some good moments, but there's a lot of just silly shit in this movie. And I didn't realize just how silly it was until I saw a screening at Alamo. And like whenever you see a movie in theaters for the first time, it's almost like you're rewatching it for the first time.
Yeah.
And
the audience and stuff too.
Yeah, and I walked away from that going like, oh, this is like 60% wacky, 40% serious Jason fucking people up. I always
What are you doing back there? Taking a dump?
Yeah. Yeah, and like the whole paintball scene is so fucking stupid. Which is a reshoot.
I people always say it's like one of their favorites, and I do really enjoy it, but it took me a bunch of years to enjoy it because of this. I couldn't understand, are we being serious or being fun? Obviously you can be both, but like the serious parts are like very, like they, you know, the scares and the gore and the whatever, like they hit hard, but then it is very, very silly. But yeah, I guess I've learned to appreciate it a lot more. I just, like Derek said, I love a good chase. And to me, I love the beginning and I do like the middle, but the end is just kind of like, it happens. And it's
Come on, Jason, you maggot head.
Yeah, like,
look at this chain on you.
Come on, pussy.
Like just started to be like, we're going to get a cool chase. And then we just like go from like cabin to cabin, kill, and then we're in the lake. And I'm like, you missed like an opportunity to give us like one really good chase, especially with all the kids being there. Like for the first time, the camp is open. Like,
but it's cold. What camp? Fall, winter camp? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that it looks like it's freezing?
Well, they film all of these in the fall. Like that's why the first movie they're wearing all like tank tops and bathing suits in the beginning, and then by the end they're wearing flannel and whatever because they filmed it.
Flannel,
like October, November, of 1979 in New England. In the summer, that water's not warm, so I can't imagine what they were.
Well, it wasn't giving summer at all, but
no.
I will say this is definitely one of my favorites in the franchise. I think it's so creepy, so I do give this top tier ranking for me.
Wow.
Yeah,
all right.
It was one of the first ones I remember seeing as a kid. I felt so bad for like that one counselor who's like checking on the kids, and then she gets all fucked up, and like that one room is all bloody. Yeah. I love Cece. I love the characters in this movie. I love the counselors. I really rooted for them. I felt bad that I felt bad when they were all getting killed. Like Sissy when she got her head just yanked off or whatever. Yeah. I like these people. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the previous movies were like, you just have to put a bunch of dumb kids in a camp and kill them. And this movie like actually did give us like nice people. And like, I like that more. Like I care when they, terrible things are happening. I'm like, oh, like that's the counselor that I would want to have,
Yeah. I like the Alice Cooper song. I don't know. This one just like, super rewatchable for me as well. I find myself putting this one on quite frequently.
It's not as much so, but it kind of feels like the Nightmare 4 of the franchise. where it's
Yeah,
like
it's very. This
like
is
a little more
MTV, Jason.
MTV
Yeah.
Jason. But I vibe with that. I vibe with that.
I do
Yeah,
too.
I
And
do
it's
love
also
the
kind of
movie.
like that mid to late 80s, and that's like a very sweet spot for me, just in general when it comes to horror, like that 86 through 89 kind of period.
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
Has my
Speaking of
favorite shot in the franchise, I think, when the maggots are hitting his feet and he's just standing there in the rain. That's just such a badass shot. And like the way that they don't cut away from Jason, he's just standing there. I'm like, this is sick. But then it has the fucking 007 intro.
Yeah.
It is
like,
that's cool.
So they go from
cool.
like
cool.
go from like pretty brutal to kind of wacky. But
and he did it on purpose, but I can see.
I do like this movie. It's a good introductory movie, like Part 4. Someone that's never seen the franchise, this sort of this shows them like what this whole series is about, even though it is kind of a satire of the series at times.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
So with that said, I could go H5 status or Camp Blood, either way.
I would go
H5 all the way.
I'm doing Camp Blood.
So you have 2 Camp Bloods and 1 H5. I'm fine either way.
I'm good either way.
I'm good either way because it is one of the ones, like you were saying with Part 4, where when someone says like, "What's your favorite?" they go right to Jason Lives. So I'm not against it being an H5.
I'm not.
There's another one coming up that I will actually die on the hill of. So,
and I know which one it is.
This one. I will let y'all have this one.
All right, I'll go top tier H5
because I was ready to fight too. I'm ready to fight for this other one.
Oh wait, H5? Shit. Sorry.
Wait,
gloves are coming off. Gloves are coming off. Yeah.
H5.
Okay.
All right.
H5.
See, that makes that top tier seems very uncontroversial. Like this feels right to me.
This does look great. I would put 5 up a little higher, but that's just me.
I would put Freddy vs. Jason up a little higher, but that's also just me. Now that I'm looking at it, because I look at the remake up higher. Part 5, I can't watch the remake, and I can't watch it.
And so after
move the remake down to piece of shit now.
After we get done ranking all these, we'll give it one last look over, and each of us gets the opportunity to bump up a movie up or down.
Okay. All right.
Veto. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna stir
nice.
some
I like that.
Yeah. Let's
bumping up or bumping down.
Either one. Everyone gets the opportunity to pick any movie and move it to wherever they want.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, moving right along. Part 7.
Zach.
I love this movie so damn much, but I know it's not. You guys are not going to agree with me, and that's okay. I would honestly say H5.
I do too, John. I do too.
Really?
I do too. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa.
I think it's epic. I think it's so cool. The telekinesis, getting him out of the water, the psychic showdown. It was wild. It was cool. Yeah. I thought it was great. What do you guys think? You guys are going to say different.
This does have my favorite Jason. Like the look is perfect. Props to John Carl Buechler, RIP, the director of this. He made sure that Kane Hodder looked fucking great in this movie. I love the exposed ribs and all of that, the mask. It's at the end of the day though, this is kind of middle for me. It's not H5. I kind of felt like the franchise was kind of running out of steam at this point when you start to bring in telekinesis.
I don't know about that. No.
I will say
I like this movie. I like the movie. I'm not trashing it.
I'm on Team Phil with this one because I love the New Blood, and it's the best. It's the coolest looking Jason. It's got some great kills. It's got some great one-liners. The pearls, like the even though there's not like a full chase at the end, the telekinesis stuff is so fun. The practical effects.
The mom's hair. The mom's hair.
Yeah. the mom's hair period. The kills got cut a lot, which is not, the director's fault, and it is what it is. And there's a lot of moving pieces that I feel like it wanted to hit so hard, and it almost did. So I actually put it in the middle as well, because I love rewatching it, but I don't rewatch it as much as a lot of the other ones. So for me, I put pretty damn good.
Part 7 is a Halloween resurrection of the franchise?
No.
I disagree.
No.
I disagree.
No.
Yeah, you hear that, Zach? You're wrong.
No.
He said put it out of his misery. Damn.
Wow.
Okay.
Man.
Wow. Take part 7 out back and put it down.
Jesus.
Damn. When his mask blows off or whatever, when his mask cracks in half, I love that.
Yeah.
And the look on his face, he looks like shocked and then mad, which is crazy because it's Jason and usually you wouldn't see his face, but like it's the only time that Kane Hodder gets to act with his face the whole time, and for some reason that hit really hard for me when he was like, bitch. Like he looks like he's saying like, and then he's like, and then he
get out of my life.
See, like I do really enjoy it. I just feel like a lot of it is like almost there and then not quite. But I would be, for me, it's in the middle, but it's up to you, Phil. I would be fine with bumping it up a little bit.
To
classic, to camp, whatever.
Okay, I think Derek,
because that would be the middle ground, right?
Even this out to a Camp Blood classic. And hey, I could rewatch it in a week and be like, you know what? They're right.
For people to think that it's far-fetched to have a psychic, we literally just got done watching Jason be resurrected by a lightning bolt.
I was not. The telekinesis, bring it on.
Yeah,
like absolutely. I feel like they could have done more. But there's budget. They had no more budget. Another part of the like they were almost there is all budget stuff and MPAA. Oh, yeah. Because even like at the end, how like when her dad jumps out of the water.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
He was supposed to be, I guess, like a full-blown zombie.
It was supposed to be like a callback to the first movie, but
and they said no, there's no budget, so literally they just had to put like some goo and some dirt on him for him to come out. And I was like, then you should have changed the script. Like, then you should have not had that happen at all. And so like there's things like that they almost had. Oh, even what's her face, the girl the one who finally gets to sleep with like the pothead or something, her whole death was reshot, and I don't remember why. But it like almost was there. Like it was scary and it was interesting, but then all of a sudden it just like she's out the window, I think, and then she's just dead. And I was like, okay, like it. But it is. I do like it. I do like it. And then there's like a fan film follow up with Laura Park Lincoln that
R.I.P. Queen. Rest in
R.I.P.
power.
Queen. Yes. I like for the second half of the movie being just like it's a Jason rampage. The first half is, it is what it is. It's a fan film, so you have to whatever. But the second half is like they were like, okay, we have like 27 characters in the movie. Jason finally shows up and he's looking for Laura Park Lincoln, I think, and he's just like kill. So cool. Go check that.
What an iconic poster
Roseblood?
too.
Yes, the poster.
Yeah, Roseblood.
Yeah,
great poster. James with the loudest water bottle in history.
Yeah, see, I tried to not have a straw, and now it's like
James. You get these. I can't. I know.
I just need like a straw, like a hat with a straw in it or something.
Just use your telekinesis to drink water.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I feel about his water.
Why don't you just get like an Awala where it's like not jingling around with the straw?
I have ice in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine makes noise with ice too.
I'm problematic.
Make sure you slam it down extra hard too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ashley said, "I'm here for James's clanking."
Just the clanking. Shut up, James's water bottle. That's the spin-off channel.
That'd be a good spin-off.
Cut this. Can you do an edit of this where it's just James shaking his water bottle?
Clank.
That's all it is. Yeah.
All right, guys, moving it right along. This is going to get slightly controversial. Jason Takes Manhattan.
Bloody
H5. H5.
H5.
Wow, right out of
Yeah.
the gates.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not playing with you guys. H5.
Bitch, come on,
Yeah.
like
It's-
wig off.
it- It's very
my earrings.
monumental. It's monumental
formative-
seeing him in that scenario, I would say.
Formative movie for me. This was the first Friday I ever saw. Let me say that.
Oh,
So
wow.
nostalgia plays a huge factor into why I rank it so high. But I rewatch this thing all the time, and I never get tired of it. It's got memorable characters, crazy kills. I mean, the punch, he just knocked the guy's head off, that whole scene.
And it's
I
so
can't get enough of it.
And it's like a styrofoam fake, like the dumbest, fakest looking head in the world.
And then the trash lid.
Then the trash lid, yep. When he's like dunking the old man in like the sewage, because it's like bright green sewage with the rats sticking out, and he's like, I'm begging you. Like, listen.
Sludge everywhere.
Yeah, sludge everywhere. For this one, it's also the one I watched the most as a kid. Because it was like a PG rated Friday the 13th movie. Like it's weird where I'm like, I don't like H5 because there's no kills. And then some of them I'm like, I don't like it because of the bad acting. I don't like it because whatever. It all works so perfectly in this movie for me. The fact that New York doesn't look like New York, and he's only in Times Square for 1 second. The acting is atrocious. It's Jason on a cruise ship the whole time. Kelly Yu, is that her name? I love her death when she's like the most simple death and just throws her in the disco and the music stops. I'm like,
yeah, that's a great kill.
Tamra in the bathroom with the glass.
Tamra.
Who, am I correct? She's the real life mother of the actor. Oh shit. Ugh, he's in a bunch of stuff. You ever see The Final Girls?
No.
He's in the show Vikings. Man, I don't know. Forget it. But his mom is her in real life, and I was like, that's fucking cool because he's done some horror shit. Whatever. Anyway.
So yeah, like in the franchise, the sweet spot for me is 6, 7, and 8. That if I'm doing a marathon, I love watching those three back to back. Like that is the trilogy of the Friday the 13th series. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Just thinking about that.
Yeah.
I love all the deaths. I love the sauna kill. That's awesome.
Hey, Julius or something. Hey, Julius, nice uppercut.
I can't say H5 status. I can't meet you there.
I can't either.
John, where are you at, John?
I would just keep it at Camp Blood Classic.
Okay. Yeah. This is an easy watch also. Again,
it's an easy watch.
Good introductory to the franchise. If you're just like, hey, show me a Jason that looks pretty cool, good deaths.
Yeah.
The shots of him in New York are badass and iconic. We needed more of that.
Right.
The sewer stuff is a little fucking silly.
They know that these movies make tons of money and they still would chop the budget after the fact.
Yeah.
Was this the first time Jason teleports? Is that when we first get to see that?
Yes. This is the teleporting. That's why in the game, H5. That
let's talk about it.
Let's
talk about
it.
Let's talk about it.
Gotta collect all the cookies.
Yeah, tell me what you know. That Jason, I said it again. The fucking Jason Takes Manhattan version of him in the game is the one who has the teleportation power. Because he is just like blue. He's in the disco 3 times. When he's up on one level, and then the chick with the guitar runs downstairs, and then she's like, and he's right there. So
I climb him up the ladder thing, on the ship,
and he's just like
he's up at the top. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah.
Iconic poster. That's
Such
for
a
sure.
sick poster.
Yeah.
The teaser.
I have that
So
poster
great.
hanging on my wall right over there.
Nice. All right, it's gonna stay at Camp Blood Classic.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys, there is one final movie, The Final Friday.
Boy.
Jason Goes to Hell, 1993. The series had been a little dormant for 4 years, but 23-year-old director at the time. God, what's his name?
Who cares?
Adam Marcus. He said, "Who cares?" Well, we know where James ranks this.
H5. No, I'm kidding. Absolutely not.
All right, throw some thoughts out there, guys.
I'm going.
Great, strong opening, very strong opening. I think
I like the opening. Yeah. I like the look of Jason.
Yeah.
When you get to see him.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, there's some killer deaths in this, like the tent scene being ripped in half.
Brutal.
I love the body melting scene where the guy's jaw is like on the floor.
The practical effects were fantastic.
Yeah.
James loves the shaving scene. That's his favorite.
Yeah, it's homoerotic shaving.
Yeah, I was about to say something
Batman on a table.
Ugh.
Because I think he's trying to get information from him, and that's the best way to get information from me is to start shaving me, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Yes.
I just FYI, I had this as piece of shit, and then I moved it to meh because I really do love the opening and the look of Jason. Like this movie had me like in a chokehold up until. When the heart is beating in the guy's hand, I was like, oh my God, the body parts are going to come back together, or like they're going to, like a hand is going to grab something's going to happen. That's so great. And then when he put it in his mouth is when they lost me. And then the whole rest of the movie was basically like a satire of itself, which is fine. That's what a lot of the movies are, but it was just too far removed for me. Like,
it's the Halloween ends of the franchise.
And it's too much. I can't, like, I love the practical effects and the kills, but I didn't, it's like the Halloween ends and the Halloween 6, where they tried to like have all this other backstory that I love. Halloween 6, it's one of my favorites. And I feel like it works there, but it did not work for me with Jason. Like that didn't work for me at all. And then when he comes back at the end and he's like a deadite, by then I just didn't care anymore. So I give it some credit for having a really great opening, but I
feel like they waited too long in the movie to bring back Jason because it was like this sort of holy shit, what did you just do? And Jason comes through the floor, he's here to whoop some ass, like, and they just have like this little. He chases them around on the fucking playground equipment for a bit, and then that's kind of it.
If they wanted like a sense of urgency, that's my favorite thing to say, with Jason, then they should have had like this stupid, not medallion, but that dagger, whatever. That's all that's so stupid. All that's so stupid. But have it be that like we have to stop, we have to get to like Jason's body parts before A, B, C, D, E, F, G, because he's going to come back. And then have halfway through the movie, he come back. I don't know if you're going to do that. I just needed him to, I wanted his body to just come back together in the morgue in the beginning. And have the whole rest of the movie be like, he's dead. Of course it's not Jason, you know, like, and then have him kill people. Yeah. That's all we needed.
Yeah.
The body jumping didn't work for you.
The body jumping didn't work for me. And then, like you said, by the time he comes back, I didn't care anymore.
There's something about the Creighton Duke character, though. It's sort of Loomis-like that there's like Jason has a nemesis now, this guy that's been hunting him. I like that angle. However, some of the dialogue about like sticking a hot dog through a donut and
everyone loved
that's like, what the fuck are we doing?
And I'm like, you didn't need to bring in this like arch nemesis character when you have Tommy fucking Jarvis still existing.
Yeah, but Tommy Jarvis Tommy's kind of like the Laurie Strode of the franchise. It's like, bro, enough.
If you want to have someone who like has a vendetta, then bring back a character or even a previous someone who has a vendetta. Jenny, Trish, you know, like Chris. They're all still alive. Poor Alice didn't make it, but most of them are still alive, and they were like, no, we're gonna make up an aunt, a cousin. Freaking so-and-so, this and that, a dagger, a magical thing. We're going to have a tie in Evil Dead. Like they just were like, let's add a bunch of stuff. And it did not work for me.
Yeah. It's kind of a mess. Yeah.
Is this the first one you actually hear him make a sound, Jason?
Oh, when he's like getting shot, he's like, It sounds so stupid.
This might be actually, yeah. I can't think. Yeah.
And before I forget, we got to talk about the very end when Freddy's glove comes up. Now, when I was a kid and I saw that, holy shit. Whoa.
Like, wait a second.
And it's kind of cool, even today. Like the way it's
And
filmed
the
with the
longest
sand
years.
blowing off of the mask. I like
Mhm.
that.
I did like it, but it didn't redeem anything for me.
Okay.
It's funny when I saw this as a kid, like, ask any questions about it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, this is just okay. He's body jumping now, and I just
Yeah.
thought it was the coolest shit ever when I was a kid. I was in like 3rd grade when I saw this shit. But yeah, rewatching it now, it doesn't quite hold up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of I can't put it in shit because like there's still parts I like, so I'll just say it's
That's I'm like I'll say mad because like I really don't
Yeah.
want to discredit the opening. And the director even said he wanted to he wanted to do every cliche like in reverse in that opening. Like do every cliche, but then like thwart your expectations, do everything you can think of, and then just blow Jason up. And I'm like, that's super cool.
Yeah.
But then he kind
Oh,
of
that's so crazy because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, I physically cannot put any Friday movies in the shit category, even though it's not necessarily my favorite franchise. My favorite franchise is Halloween, but there's at least 2 movies in the Halloween franchise that I would immediately put in shit.
Yes, it's same. Like Halloween, the Halloween franchise is my favorite franchise, period.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Mm-hmm.
But there are actual, and I think because I have more of an appreciation and like, not that I don't like appreciate this franchise, but like it's such a top tier franchise to me. I hold it to such a certain standard that the movies that I hate in that franchise are
they're
absolutely
disrespectful
pieces
as
of
fuck.
shit
Is what they are.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, disrespectful as fuck. Yeah.
A power line to Michael's groin, and he goes, "Arrgh, fuck you," with a brick sideways.
Oh snap!
Sorry. But
right,
I can't do that with these. So like, even though I really don't like the movie, I moved it to meh because I'm like,
it didn't feel
all
fair
right,
to put it in shit
so
because it's still not,
like I can still put it on and not really enjoy it as much as the others, but I can still put it on and it does not make me angry. Like it doesn't work for me.
Cool scenes, right? There's still cool scenes like, scattered throughout. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
All right, so we're gonna go meh.
Stuff was cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Meh. For
The
sure.
demon goes into her vagina. Sure. You know.
Oh yeah.
That was really fucking stupid.
Right
That's a
up there.
23-year-old director right there.
Yep. All right, guys, we did it. Oh my god!
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That looks about right.
I would only change.
Or
one
does
thing.
it? All right, yeah, go ahead, John. Hey, like I said, everybody gets the chance to veto one vote. You don't have to move anything. You can be totally satisfied with this. But John, if you can move any movie to any tier, what are you picking?
Is it just one movie each?
Yeah.
Just one movie total.
I would move 5 to at least pretty damn good.
That's fair.
Because look at what's in the category with it. You got Hell, the remake, and Freddy vs. Jason.
Sure. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, aesthetically, it looks nice to have 3 in each
Look
category.
at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
I like
We about to
Tetris.
fuck it up though.
All right. Okay. All right, Derek. What is your pick? I think I know mine.
You already know I'm trying to move Patton up to H5 status.
I can live with that.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
my veto. That's my veto. Yeah.
Sure.
Because look, at the end of the day, none of these movies are like,
I know.
like
Cinematic
fine
masterpieces.
cinema. Right.
Girl, we know. Yeah.
It's fast food horror.
Girl,
You know
we
what I mean?
know.
It's fine. Yeah.
So yeah, I could see that. Sure.
If he wasn't going to do it, that's what I was going to do.
Internet disagrees with me. I know this, but
Yeah. Yeah, if
You know,
somebody
Well, if it's on the
personally,
internet,
yeah.
it must be true.
if
Yeah.
somebody wanted to have like a marathon, hey, give me your 4 best Friday
Yeah.
the 13th, and you pick these 4, I'd be like, okay, you're gonna have a good night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't expect
great
like some fine dramatic acting and story, but you're gonna have fun.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, James, how about you?
Honestly, I'm gonna say no, because the only 2 that make me go oof are 5. So the fact that it just got moved up, I'm
Hey,
like,
you
I don't agree with that. But
You
I
can.
don't want to yuck John's yum, and I know that
Thank
there
you.
are a lot of
I
people
appreciate it.
that do like 5. So fine. Or the remake, which I again hate a lot, but I know that a lot of people do like it, so I'm
Yep.
fine with it staying in meh. I was gonna move it down to piece of shit, but again, I don't think that there is a piece of shit movie. And it's the closest to Halloween Resurrection for me in this franchise, because I keep trying to watch it and I just can't get through it. And that's how Resurrection is. But Resurrection, I can't get through it, and then I scream and I yell and I break things. So that's different. This one, I just go, oh, you know what? They're all assholes. I don't care, and I turn it off. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll say I'm gonna keep it the way it is.
Okay, no picks. Okay. All right, I guess that leaves me. Okay. I have to go on entertainment value alone. We've established that none of these movies are like fine slices of cinema here. So with that said, if we're just talking about entertainment value, I think Freddy versus Jason, it's entertaining, if nothing else.
That's true.
It's fun.
Okay.
Fair.
I was considering.
good.
I like
Good.
that. I like
Yeah. And
this
yeah.
feels more right.
I
Yeah.
I gotta say it.
Part 8 in top tier, it definitely feels right.
Bitch, I know that's right.
It doesn't matter what else is where, as long as that's up there.
I just want the deleted scene of how the cruise ship that's attached to a lake went over like the peninsula
Yes.
or whatever to get to the ocean to go to
Right.
Manhattan.
Yep.
Although when I was younger, I didn't think they were leaving from camp. I don't know why. I just was like, they probably had to drive to a dock, like that wasn't in my brain that like they're leaving from the lake, even though
Yeah.
I guess they do actually show the boat is in the lake and Jason's in it. It's fine. It is
Okay.
logic be damned. The movie is
Getting a picture
near
of this real
perfect.
quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
H5 status. That's hilarious.
All right. And that is it. We did it.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm happy
Good job,
with that
guys.
list. Yeah.
I like
Any
that.
matching H5 tattoos. When's that happening?
Oh yeah, the
Um,
thorn.
Maybe at VHS Fest, which
Yeah.
hey,
Good.
big announcement. Turns out bullying your friends actually works because
Bullying works, everyone.
I bought
Yeah.
a ticket to VHS Fest just so I could see my friends.
He held
So
his hands back and said, "Say, uncle," or whatever.
So the East Coast tape sluts are hitting the road.
Woo! That's only like a couple weeks away. Wait, what's the date? It's like a month. It's
it's a month.
About a month.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get my room booked. I gotta figure something
Yeah,
out.
you do.
You still? I'm gonna when I see you, get your room.
Or you're gonna be camping in an Uber.
You're gonna be camping.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm very excited. It's gonna be a good time. Are there any tapes that you guys are hunting for?
Yeah.
I made a list.
Always.
I made a list last year too, but
Definitely have a list.
because I'm very forgetful.
I'm looking. Okay, so like, grail that I'm searching for right now. I always have like at least like one grail I'm looking for. Nightmare Sisters.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add that to my watch list right now because I don't think I've ever heard of it until you mentioned it earlier.
I showed it last year at
Yeah.
VHS Fest.
Was someone selling it?
Well, I know someone who makes like boots of it and great looking boots, but I'm looking for the original. I think there's only actually like 1,000 copies of this tape actually made, period. So it's super hard to find.
Wow.
Which translates to also super expensive when you do find it, you know?
Yeah. Oh, Linnea Quigley.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It is not a movie. I'm going to just tell you that. It's a good time, though. Yeah.
Is Derek going out for everyone else too, or just me?
I have one ear thing working.
Oh,
yeah.
You keep going,
yeah. It's all good.
I think my main tape that I would really search for is Black Roses.
Ooh,
I want that.
Okay. That's a good one. Yeah.
It's a fun little rock horror. It's fun.
Okay.
Sure.
You. Ow.
I want Brain Scan on VHS.
Oh.
That's kind of the only one that's on my list where I'm like, yeah, I hope I find that.
Okay.
Usually I'm just like I'll know when I see it kind of person.
Yeah. That's cool.
But I've also been buying 4Ks slowly. So I feel like I'm opening up a can of worms.
Yeah.
I got into that too. Like I want the 4K or the steelbook of most of the movies, and now I've learned that I want the VHS of very particular movies. Because I was buying any VHS I could find at one point, and I'm like, this is not conducive to like they're just sitting in bins and or on shelves and stuff, and I'm not going to watch most of them. My Grail, I'll say, I want like Nightmare 4, and I want like Halloween 3 on tape. I want Planet Terror. Like there's certain ones that I do want to find if they're around, but like Blood Rage is a Grail on tape. And Feeders. If you've ever heard of this movie called Feeders.
Feeders? Oh, I thought you meant Breeders.
Oh.
It is terrible. And I had a copy when I was a kid. My mom used to work at a hotel. That's my backstory with this movie. She worked at a hotel, and she went to like one of the parties was like I don't know if it was like a Blockbuster kind of thing, like a rental thing, or if it was like a distribution something. They're giving out like copies, like early preview copies of movies, and they had this movie called Feeders, and she's like, oh, this like these guys made this movie like with no money and they're friends, and she knew that I liked to do that kind of stuff. So she's like, I got one for you. I was like, oh my god, thank you. And it's like made on a camcorder. It is terrible. It's so fucking bad. I love this movie start to finish. So I had the movie, and then my mom was like, hey, when I was like a teenager, she's like, hey, I have all these VHS tapes. Do you need any of them? And I was like, which ones? She's like, I don't know, Halloween and this. I'm like, no, I have them on DVD because I was so stupid. So she threw them all away. And when I tell you that tape goes for like $250 now because no one makes it. It's on Tubi, so you can watch it on Tubi. There's a sequel that's also amazing, but I really, 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 really want a copy of that movie again. I'm just not willing to pay that much for it, so I'm hoping the stars align at some point and someone doesn't realize like what they have.
Yeah,
like $2, whatever. But
something on Facebook Marketplace or something.
Yeah, which I don't check, so that's on me.
That's an expensive tape for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean Blood Rage too. What's that like?
That's going to be
$300
also.
Right
That's those are my two. If I can find them, but the thing is, I'm not going to find them at VHS Fest because people don't know their worth. Like, I'm going to find someone who doesn't know.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Like at a flea market or something.
Mm-hmm. Like no one's going to look at Feeders who doesn't know Feeders and like know tapes and be like, this is rare and important. They're going to be like Goodwill. So
yeah.
Well, I can't wait. So James, Derek, you're staying all 3 days?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I will too.
Wow, look at you go. I am.
Well, I mean, if I'm
not sold out on the last day, right?
No, they usually. I don't think they sell out.
Yeah. Wow. Thanks for saying that because I didn't buy a Sunday ticket yet.
Because
Sunday is fun day, I think.
All right.
Sunday's fun day.
At least it was.
And Sunday's the day when, and I know this from Derek, that like whatever didn't sell on Friday and Saturday, like they're going to reduce some prices.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's like
So, like,
You can get some
conventions.
deals.
get the stuff you really need to get, but if there's something you're like kind of on the fence and you wait till Sunday, because most people, like a bunch of the vendors not a bunch, but some of the vendors will leave before Sunday, and a lot of the people go mainly for Friday, Saturday, and then they bounce, thinking they're like beating traffic or some shit, but like you get all the good deals and extra shit,
And the hangs are better. You can sit and actually chat with people because it's a little more chill.
yeah,
You get more like meaningful conversations because like Saturday and Friday, it's just chaotic.
it's
and
go go
it's
go
hard
go
to talk
go.
to people.
It's
Yeah.
sensory overload. Yeah.
All right, maybe now I need to do Sunday. Damn it. All right, fine.
That's what we're saying. Like I never went to summer camp when I was a kid. This feels like last year. This felt like summer camp. This felt like what summer
That's
camp is
cool.
supposed to be. And I was like, because I was like, I'm not gonna do any conventions. I'm doing one convention because I'll do the CT Horror Fest. Like John came to that last year.
I'm
It's
going
in
to that
September.
again.
But you're gonna well then girl, I'll see you. But it's like because it's down the street, so of course I'm gonna do it. But I was like, I'm not gonna do any conventions because none of them hold a candle to what VHS Fest was.
Yeah, for sure.
Not to hype it up too much.
Well, no, it was the people, right? Like it was just fun just to see like all
The
your
people-
internet friends and
the
the
vibe.
movies.
It's like it's like you said, it's very chill. Even when it's like kind of sensory overload, there's so many people. Going the 3 days made it so I could like kind of have the sensory overload, but then I had another day, and then I was a little more like, okay, this is cool, and I got to do more stuff, and then I still had a third day to totally just be like,
Yeah.
like I can do nothing, or I can look around more. Like I wasn't like pressured to have to enjoy myself faster or sooner.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And plus Sunday they're showing what? Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3?
2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because last
that's
year
gotta be cool on the big
we
screen.
stayed all the days,
Wow.
but you know the movies are late, and you know Derek has to like catch a flight the next day, and so we're like we're gonna like leave early. It's fine, but we ended up leaving. Did we even start part 2? It was last year. Was Slumber Party Massacre and Slumber Party Massacre 2?
I think we watched the first one and then we
watched the first and then left because it was so late.
left.
And we had to wake up in the
And I
morning.
had an
so
early
was like,
flight.
damn it.
Yeah.
Today it's a little later, so we're gonna try to stay. Yeah.
I wish you guys could come to Amoeba with me. I think I'm going to go there after this. I went a couple of years ago, and it's crazy. Like
Is that's something down where you are?
Amoeba movie store. It's just like physical media heaven. It's basically a giant legendary LA movie and music store. So Amoeba Records.
What the fuck? I was in LA a couple of years ago and I didn't know about that place.
Yeah. So yeah, I might go there after this and dig around, see if I can close some
what
money.
time is it there?
You absolutely should.
It is 6:24.
Yeah, good for you.
Wow.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, I still have a whole night ahead of me. This is weird.
Like, yeah.
Bitch.
No, actually,
cool shit.
my tiredness level is that of East Coast time. So right now, I'm right there with you. I'm like, oh, okay. Anyways.
Anywho.
All right. Well, this was a lot of fun. I
had a blast.
Hopefully, we didn't rustle too many jimmies.
I think we did a good job.
Yeah, I think
we
stated our
very
case.
Fair. Yeah.
You don't have to agree with us, but we ask that you respect our shitty.
No, you do have to agree.
You have to agree. Yeah. This is the horror community in 2025.
So
you have to agree.
Yeah, and if you don't like it, screw you.
You can get out.
Screw you.
You can get out.
You can go to bed.
This is fun. I love doing little rankings. This is great.
Yeah, let's do well, I don't want to say, but let's do more franchises.
We should. You know what? Next time we should do Halloween, since we kept talking about Halloween. Imagine how cool Halloween would be. That would be fun. I would love that.
I didn't want to say because it's not my podcast.
I know.
It's not mine either. I am sorry. I am imposing.
But, since John already said it, if you wanted to have us back for a Halloween ranking.
I would love to, but like I said, invite me on your channel. I feel bad, wrangling all the East Coast tape sluts for my channel.
That's true. I'll find. Yeah. We could do like a live watch party.
Would love
on
to.
My channel. That'd be fun. We gotta think of something to watch.
So I
Rob
propose
Zombie's Halloween 2.
Rob Zombie's
yes.
Halloween 2. I am actually going to try to watch for my channel all the Halloween movies.
Oof.
Well, not for my YouTube, for like Patreon. I do all the full length ones. I'm like, I think I'm going to do like I'll watch all of them.
Oh,
I'm even going to try to get through Resurrection. If I get to the remakes, well, either way, I want to have you guys on. But if I get to the remakes, like Derek, we have to. That's going to be a thing. Halloween 5, we can all watch together.
Yeah.
That would be
Hey, I propose
so
to
much
John
fun.
that next year at VHS Fest, when we all get a sick Airbnb, preferably
Yeah.
on a lake
Yeah.
somewhere, we should do like a Halloween 5 watch along. We should save it for then.
That would be
in
so
person,
I love that.
in our pajamas, laughing like idiots.
I accept.
Dress like Sam. I'm gonna get a little devil outfit.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna dress like a pirate.
I'll dress up.
Yeah, just like
Billy.
James, you can be the little like moon outfit that's at the hospital. You know,
That's at the hospital?
at the
Oh,
moon
yeah.
mask. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll dress up like I'll bring my lab coat and be the asshole doctor.
John,
James
did
is
he
Statue of Liberty.
I
Did
could.
he get his neck turned backwards? Did he get his head? The doctor in that movie. Remember the doctor he's like, this girl is dead. And Loomis is like, no, just give her a minute or whatever.
I mean, you see his body, right? But I don't think you see
I
his
think
head
so.
twisted, right?
Oh, I feel like his head was twisted or something.
Yeah, because there's that quick scene where they're
It's just
back
quick.
at
That's
that.
the thing that always kind of confused me. I found out later that they had filmed, or they were supposed to be a whole nother scene that they just.
There was a whole like massacre scene,
like FBI,
you know? Yeah.
SWAT
Mhm.
team, Michael snapping necks, and like.
Mhm.
Supposedly, yeah, the
Yeah,
ending
well-
of that movie.
Well,
was-
well, Don Shanks even said that they did it. He's like, he's like, right here as I do this.
Here we
he's
go.
Like, I do da. He's like, he's like, I took this guy's something and I stabbed it into this, and I went blah, blah, and then they were like, then they said it was too bloody, and then they didn't do it. But I'm like, but does the footage exist? So I don't know
Yeah,
if they
right.
like rehearsed it and didn't film it, or if they filmed it and didn't use it. That's what I don't know.
I want to
Because
see
if they found that backup other opening, but not this footage, that would seem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they like rehearsed it and just didn't film it.
that opening sucked. Both of the openings sucked for that movie. But
Yeah, they kind of just don't make sense. But I guess I liked the old man more because it just was like a sympathetic old man.
Mhm.
But like,
Yeah.
His little parrot.
you kept him on your table. The only thing, you kept him on the table for a year. He didn't have to shit. You didn't
Yeah,
call the cops that same day, and be like, some guy washed up at my shack. Like,
Yeah.
you would just go. You wouldn't like nurse him back to life for 364 days.
Right?
Fuck you.
Fuck you. But like, besides that, it's fine. Like, it still works for me.
all right, well,
H5.
while we're talking about Halloween 5, we will go ahead and wrap this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Friday the 13th ranking, finishing with H5.
Yes, but thank you to everybody in the chat. Thanks for chatting with us. Thanks to everybody that has watched. John, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Instagram. That is wicked_VHS. And then you can also find me on YouTube, which is Wicked VHS. And James is actually my co-host for a few episodes, trying to kidnap him for all of them, but
There we go.
shall see.
We shall see.
Yeah, we have a little talk show of our own. It's called Tapeheads United. Mostly
Show off our
VHS
name.
people talking.
Yes.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Derek, how about you, sir?
You can find me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Blockbusted_videos.
There we go.
Worth a follow. Worth a follow.
Busted video.
You got to start the Cookie Woman channel. It's
I
all
know.
Halloween 5 talk. Come on.
You know, I've got something cooking. Don't worry. I've got
Okay.
something cooking. Yeah.
Well, we look forward to that. All right. That's going to do it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Catch you next time.
No, James.
What happened? Wait. What happened?
You skipped
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Fuck that bitch. Fuck her. Yeah.
Sorry, I haven't ended the stream yet. James. James, where can everybody find you?
Am I even here still? Oh, we're still on? Wow.
Oh, that's great. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's fine. I remember, I don't know if it was, I think it was Tapeheads United. We did an episode with John that we did the whole round of we show off like our stacks, and there was a whole round. I had tape at the end, and I was like, I still have one. They're like, nope, man, okay, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what? And they just completely skipped me. And I was like, I get it. I'm skippable. But I'm on Instagram, YouTube, Patreon, I guess Blue Sky, everywhere. Just Shut Up James. On Instagram, it's _shut_up_James. There's lots of underscores, but it's just Shut Up James everywhere. And YouTube, I watch movies, and Patreon, I watch movies. That's it.
There we go. I apologize.
If that's okay with you, Phil.
Accidentally skipping you. No, I think it's because John mentioned that you're co-hosting now. So I was like, oh, we got James. So sorry. My bad.
It's John's fault.
No, I love your channel. I love the Nightmare Part 5 episode. That was fucking hilarious.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. All right. I got to go walk Betsy. But all right. Love you guys. Love everybody that's watching. Catch you next time.
Good night.
Bye.
Have a